Here I am today outside the Sunderland Association Football Club, the Academy of Light. Well, here we go. So today, this week, I've been given by a good friend of mine some new shirts. Now, he was given some new shirts, but they didn't quite fit him because Mr. Mickey Pitt is a mountain of a giant of a human being, strong as 10 men, and he just couldn't quite fit into these, but they're going to be just perfect for me. So, now, they were made at the Stitch Works Company Limited. And it is a nice thick material. And I've wanted a long sleeve one for ages, and this one fits me perfectly. I love the old badge. I love the material. And then, you know, when you go to the match in the future, on the cold nights, these are going to be absolutely fantastic. Now, the next shirt is a short sleeved shirt with the same badge, and obviously, again, it's the Stitch Works Company. And it is a nice shirt. This one is slightly too big for me, so I could possibly find a new home for that, but I think I will keep it because decorative, it's absolutely lovely. And when people give you things, I want to keep them and cherish them. And here's the last one. And again, this one is a Stitch Work Company. They're all the Stitch Work Companies. Lovely badge on, long sleeve. Now we have two together. We have this one and the other long sleeve one. Now one is slightly newer, I think, than the other one, because it does have a stronger redder dye. But I do love these three tops, and they're going to be a real asset when I get into my new house and have my own little recording studio. I'll have these lovely tops in the background because they are wonderful, and I will be wearing the long sleeve ones because I do actually love the long sleeve ones in particular. Now, I don't know what age these are. If anybody out there knows the age, I haven't looked into the background, I haven't done any homework on them, but anybody out there knows what kind of era these are from, feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section, and it'll save me doing a bit of background work and hunting down on the internet, because the little grey cells are going to be clearly going as I get older. But I'm heading towards 50 in June. But I'm still fit, man. I'm fit as a butcher's dog. I'll get on that Stadium of Light sometime in the future, and I'm going to try and get right down towards 2 minutes 30 seconds, because I'm getting fitter. It's a shame social lockdown's happening and there's no 10Ks on. I would have loved to have done the Sunderland 10K in the future, because I think I could be one of the top 50-year-olds. Right, we'll catch you in a bit. So here we go, back up in the loft, and you've seen those lovely, wonderful shirts. I'm actually wearing one now, as you can obviously tell. It's a beautiful sunny day out there, and this is actually not too warm. It's not too thick, even though the material feels quite thick, but when you wear it, it's quite comfortable. It's really comfortable, and I don't feel too warm because I'm not wearing a hat today. I'm trying to do the retro hairstyle to go with the retro top. And again, if anybody knows out there what era or what year you think these shirts were made, please drop a comment down in the comment section. Be much appreciated. It'll save me going online and doing a little bit of investigation. So today I'm going to have a nice old moot cider strawberry and pomegranate, just the one today, just having the one as I'm at work tomorrow. But this, I've been out for my 4-mile run, and I've been to the Academy of Light. I drove to the Academy of Light to see whether I can get in the car park. Can I see any footballers kicking about? But as you see from the footage I'll show you later on, it is blocked off and nobody's allowed in apart from probably the security guard and Mr. Stuart Donald, if he does venture up to these parts of the woods anymore. And again, a big thank you to Mr. Michael Pitt, one of the top Sunderland fans in the entire world. He's a legend, he's a giant of a man, and he's a kind, compassionate person. Thank you, Mr. Pitt, Mickey Pitt. Absolutely wonderful shirts. And what's your thoughts? Do you like them? I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I really do like it. And it's even better because it's long sleeved and it keeps me arms nice and warm. But not on a hot summer's day like today, where I'm going to be taking this off very shortly after I've made this video. I'm going to down this. No, I'm going to down it. I'm going to take it nice and slowly. I'm going to go out in the yard and watch the sun shine. So here's a bit of footage that I took earlier on from the Academy of Light and my thoughts on what should happen with the League One and what's going on with the EFL and the Premier League. And the Premier League should be helping out the smaller clubs. Right, thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. If you've subscribed, it's much appreciated. It is a light-hearted channel. I want to bring a bit of fun and a bit of excitement, right, if I can possibly do that, as I'm not the funniest person. But again, thanks for watching. This is the toast to everybody out there. Stay safe, stay sound, and go and enjoy the nice weather. But socially distance yourself, and we'll see you later. Here I am today outside the Sunderland Association Football Club, the Academy of Light, where I'd expect some point soon, unless it's already started, that players should come back and starting to get fit for the new campaign if it's going to go ahead. But I'm really disappointed with the EFL. The EFL seem to be taking forever and a day to decide what is going to happen. They're going to get together with everybody involved with the teams. A week on Monday. Now, a week on Monday seems a long time away. It should be sorted out by now. It's pathetic. The EFL are taking far too long to sort this out. The Premier League players are coming back to contact sport very shortly. And the players in the Championship and EFL Leagues 1 and 2 are miles behind. This needs sorting out straight away. We need the players back here getting fit. So there we have it. I'm just leaving the Academy of Light. There's only 1 or 2 cars there. Clearly the players are not back any kind of training. It hasn't been announced, I don't think anyway, about the players coming back in League 1 or the Championship into training. But like I said, they're a few weeks behind the Premier League. The Premier League, the Premier Rich League. The clubs are worth a fortune in the Premier League. And for me, the Premier League teams and the Premier League itself needs to take responsibility and help out League 1 and League 2 clubs so they don't financially go into administration. Some of the clubs are going to be disappointed, absolutely disappointed. But there won't be a decision made until a week on Monday. But for me, it's far too late. I'm 100%, yes, I know now, I know these things. I'm 100% sure that the EFL will not be completed. The League 1 will not be completed. It will be playoffs only. But how many in the playoffs? That is the $100 million question. Is it going to be 4 or is it going to be 8? The likelihood of it all is it's going to be 4 and Sunderland will be missing out on a chance of being promoted. But like I said last week in my vlog, it's their own fault. But the EFL, come on, all the other teams and a lot of other leagues around the world have all been sorted out. They all know what's going to happen. And even the Premier League can't decide if there's going to be a relegation. How can you not decide that? What is possible? What is going on with the filthy rich Premier League that I can't decide whether there's going to be relegation? Of course there's got to be relegation from the Premier League. Of course there's got to be relegation from League 1. Of course there's got to be promotion. There's got to be some conclusion, complete conclusion to every league in England. But only some will happen. And like I said, the EFL are dawdling around. They are dawdling around. They're picking their noses. They haven't got a clue what to do. Who's in charge of the EFL? They should be sacked. Absolutely useless at taking, getting the decisions sorted out. On my right hand side, the Sunderland Stadium, the Greyhound Stadium. I've been there a couple of times for me free pies and peas. Even if it was just for free pies and peas, when you're living on the breadline, you have to go. I mean, anybody who wants a free meal, you can go in a lot of shops in the local area and pick up these little leaflets for a free entry into the Greyhound Stadium at Sunderland. If you live local and you can't afford anything, pop along there, get yourself a couple of free tickets, get yourself in. Obviously not now because there's no sport happening until tomorrow, when horse racing is back. The first horse racing starts in Newcastle Gosforth Park on the all-weather ground. Yes, all-weather is starting again tomorrow. 10 race card at Newcastle. Should horse racing be starting so soon? I don't know. I'm not particularly bothered. I'm not really bothered at all about the horse racing. what's more important to me is that the Premier League is starting back yet again on June the 17th, because my 50th birthday is on June the 18th. So I'll be able to do something, celebrate a little bit, go out for the day with the family, get some food at the local chippy somewhere probably, then come home, stretch around in the yard in a bit of sunshine, have a few beers and watch whatever football match is going to be on the Thursday, June the 18th. Unfortunately, there'll be no Sunderland Association football matches on because the EFL, like I said before, are taking far too long. This should be decided, this should be sorted out. You know, teams in League 1 and League 2 are better off with no football being on. A lot of the teams who can't afford for the football season to go on, they're getting the furlough, they can afford to do what they're doing. They need the season to be completed because they can't afford to open up their grounds, their stadiums, and play football behind closed doors, where a lot of teams in this League 1 is split into two, into teams, bigger teams who want to get promoted and the smaller teams who want to survive in League 1, who can't afford to play football at this moment in time. But this is where the Premier League, with their money rich, filthy rich owners, and the filthy rich Premier League itself, with all the money, all the money of Sky Sports, all the football deals and all this, it should be lowered down to the EFL League 1 and 2 and help support the smaller clubs. There has to be a way this can happen. It must happen. We cannot have small clubs going the way of Bury. Again, somebody should have gone and saved Bury Football Club. One of the big rich clubs in the local area could very easily have saved it, but nobody cares. The big clubs do not give diddly squat about the small clubs, and let's hope that they can come and prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Newcastle United. Prove me wrong, Manchester United. Mike Ashley and the bloomin', I forget his name now, the American owner from Manchester United, and the Arabs who own Manchester City, and I think it's the Americans who own Liverpool, isn't it? Probably, might be wrong, I don't know, but all these filthy rich owners, or even the Premier League that's rich itself, they saying they can't afford. The Premier League is saying they can't afford to help the EFL League 1 and 2. It's absolutely crazy. They're just greedy, pure greed, that's all it is. Give the smaller clubs the backing they need so they can survive through this, you know, this awful virus. Right, what a beautiful sunny day. I think it's time to go for a nice socially distancing run in Durham, and let's go and see some lovely, wonderful sights, and hopefully I can continue to get fit, and then in a couple of weeks time I'll go down to the Stadium of Light and I'll sprint around the Stadium of Light and I'll smash 250, I'll smash 240, I reckon about 235 I could do, because I'm feeling fitter already. Well, I hope you all enjoy your Sunday, I really do. Get out there, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy your day off work, enjoy your week off school, weeks off school, a lifetime of school. I've got no idea when the school's going back. They keep changing the dates. I have no idea what's opening and what's closing. I do believe there's some shops opening up, as like some shops as in clothes shops are going to be opening up soon, and hopefully it'll be the deal of all deals, and I can go out there and buy some nice quality fashionable tops, because a lot of my tops need to go in the bin, are only good for dusters and rags. Right, there we go, we'll catch you in a bit. All of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections.